somebody said the Mexicans bully y'all in California. How's y'all hard, right? So let me tell y'all something. On the West Coast, there's majority Mexicans because Mexico and South America is right here. Let's just say there's a lot of Spanish speaking Latin folks that come on the land easier here because Mexico is right there. That's why we go to New York. Okay, you got the Dominicans and stuff like that, but when you go over that way, you got different type of immigrants, you got different type of people, you got more like Asians and different type of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get different groups. That's majority, but you ain't just gonna see big Mexican gangs in the South and up North because they on this region of the land. This is where they've been at. You feel me? So when it comes to California, right now, people say Queen Khalifa, California used to be black, this and that.
I think it's important for people to be careful with the verbiage they use, cause ain't nobody scared, bro. Yeah, they might have the numbers and this, that, and the third, but you know how we rocking, bro. It ain't no scared. It ain't no bullying, and it ain't no, it be little shit like I hear about the fire bombs and the houses of Boyle Heights and shit like that. And I ain't gonna lie, which blow my mind to hear. Even when I hear just like, oh, if you know how they talk about if somebody so-called black try to move into a Mexican neighborhood in LA, and just how so many black people supposedly are aware of the transgressions against the team, and they allowing that shit. You telling me y'all allowing that to go down? They taking over this. Bro, it's never been that. And it's good. I'm going to show the relations between so-called Mexicans and black people in the Bay. You feel me? We going to get into all that, but it ain't no scare, bro.
But Spanish conquistadors been on that land. Let me just say it like this, right? So the Aboriginals been took over on this side. But from Mexico, that used to all be connected. Like even Arizona right now, Arizona is Mexico. Like they had to change the name later, but it was Mexico at a point. You feel me? So when people say like, oh, the Mexicans run y'all, they have the numbers. And the blacks, like they like to call us, we not black, that's a misnomer. But the blacks in their hometown, we fight against each other, we rob, kill, steal each other, and we scared of the Mexicans for some reason because we know they have, it's not even for some reason, I'm gonna tell you why. Most black folks are scared of Mexicans, bro. They have camaraderie. They know Migo and them gonna come slide 6, 7 deep. They know they backup. They got backup. Niggas, we don't have backup. Niggas is, oh, damn, that nigga got killed by himself. Damn, they left that. Like, somebody, niggas will let you get cooked and then talk about you, laugh at you, even if they cool. Like, damn, it ain't me. That's how niggas think. It ain't me type shit.
It's kind of some truth to that part. It ain't me type shit, but we ain't just like, if I see a so-called black woman or a black man in some shit with anybody outside of the community, yeah, I'm on it. Like I seen a black lady getting pulled over yesterday, right? And I'm just standing in the facility just watching, see, yeah, my presence is here too, bro. Y'all not finna do nothing to her or violate or talk to her no type of way, and people, all type of shit. So it ain't that, but they do have camaraderie more in their community, and it's that, but ain't nobody scared or I don't know, yeah, bro.
And me go like, what he did? He took what from you? What? He took this from you, Padre? Load up them cars, 308s, nigga. 4 308s too. The same thing with them Tuskegans. What the fuck am I talking about? Same thing with the Filipinos and them Hawaiians. Yeah, okay. Keep playing. But with us, we don't have no camaraderie because we too busy beefing with each other. See, if we linked up with each other, it wouldn't be nothing to be scared of. But that's why niggas is quick to up on a brother. Nigga. When we come to that Mexican, they ain't gonna even think about it. They gonna try to de-escalate first. Me, I'm on 10 with anybody. I don't care who you are, bro. Because I'ma always show respect. That's why I always have friends across the board. But when I lived in California, I swear to God, none of my friends was black. And everybody that I took from and did something to wasn't black neither. So read between the lines in that.
I think what he's describing is more so self-hate than being scared of, whoever. But yeah, bro, we're gonna get into a couple of these videos that kind of like, highlight black and brown relations in the Bay. And in the other video I did, people was kind of like highlighting how in the Bay it's not how it is in Southern California, and it ain't hella weird tension and this, that, and the third as far as race relations go in the Bay, but it ain't just all peaches and cream. I'll say that. But let's get into this, bro.
How big is the Mexican population here in Oakland?
Oh, it's big. I with my Mexicans. They like my family for real. That's my second family, man. That's my second family.
And in the hood, you guys got Nortes and Serenos out here?
Yeah, we got Norte and Serenos. Yeah, we do. Walk up in here. Unlock it. Oh, no, it's unlocked. You got it.
We got the hood drink guy right here.
Yeah, man, this my Mexican this my Mexican family, man.
Tell me your gram. Tell them something.
Yeah, tell them on Instagram, man, so they know what is that? Tell them again.
Junior_beverages, brother. On
Yeah.
Instagram, go follow me. Come get some drinks, bro. Now I know when y'all coming through. Come pull up on me.
And what's these right here?
I make Buzzball drink, Buzzball slushy, Gamalo slushy, and Hamichaladas with shrimp.
You did your thing.
Yeah, you booming right
Soon
now.
I said you gotta find you something you wanna do.
Nobody does Buzzball.
He used to be down there walking, coming, fucking with us in the hood too. Look what he did. Got back this and got, you know what I'm saying, invested himself.
He invested.
into some
This
shit.
is an investment. This is what we be talking about.
Real talk.
And you know, it's a thing, right? So, you know, the younger generations, that so-called Mexican, this, that, and the third, they're kind of like, you know, they more progressive. I say that, right? And they don't have a problem with, well, they don't have the same issues the older community in the older so-called Mexican community has with, you know, whoever, right? And people bring up like, oh, well, if the shoe was on the other foot as far as the ICE situation, would they be outside in numbers in support of us, right? And I think when it comes to the younger generation, they would. You feel me? A lot of them would, and a lot of the women too. But I think, you know, a lot of the old rhetoric is you know is kind of dying off with some of the people who have that sentiment. And you feel me? Let's just keep it lit though.
Melons, cousin? Or you got just mangoes? Mango. Let me get some of the little tire chips. Let me see. You got corn too?
What?
Corn?
Elote?
Elote?
Yeah.
Let me get an elote in a cup.
Mayo, cheese, spicy?
Yeah, in a cup.
Okay.
That's a mango.
You see what I'm saying, bro? But see, and shout out Migo, right? I don't know if he took this as an opportunity to be a teachable moment, right? Because my young partner, he say, yeah, let me get one of the cup of corns or this, that, and third. Oh, gee, Migo say, elote? Basically, like nigga, you know, let's speak like this, basically. You get what I'm saying? And that's what and we respect it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cause we have our own dialogue and how we pop it and this, that, and the third too, as a so-called black community. You know what I'm saying? Evanis and this, that, and the third, but it could come across like, hold on, bro. So what you saying, you rather speak Spanish in America while we over here?
And as far as the Mexicans out here, you guys are rocking with the Mexicans?
Yeah, for sure. You know, that's a part of our culture, for sure.
We
You
just
know,
came
we all...
from right there on Bonora. That's where the Northeast be at. So you feel me? Like RP McGill, RP Pop. You feel me?
My mama, R.I.P. Papa, for sure.
For sure, fuck with the Migos. There should be Migo out here, nigga. Legendary Migo ass. Nigga. Legendary Migo bitches ass. We want to Migo in the BT.
And what's this you getting right here for the people who don't know?
Oh shit, niggas just getting a little, you feel me, a elote, a little corn, you know what I mean? You know, I fuck with the little Mexican, the Mexican snacks and shit, all the corn, the elote and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them chorus, bro, the little core man used to be a star in the hood. You know what I'm talking about? Chasing down like the ice cream truck type shit. For the elote, bro, if you ain't never had the corn in a cup or the corn on the stick with all the dressings and this, that, and the third, right? Try it, bro. You don't know what you missing out. It's good, bro. I'm down there one right now. This shit out of pocket. But so yeah, like when I was younger, bro, I remember like when we grew up, it was all damn near all black. It was Mexicans too, but it wasn't like, I don't know if it's because we was the majority that I never got to, you know, feel that real sentiment or whatever. But yeah, I just don't remember it being as volatile as it is right now as far as it goes with the so-called black community and the Mexican community. It used to be some unity or at least some respect. It ain't got, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, it's love. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I seen a lot of it last night on TikTok and just in person. Like, when I be moving and grooving, it be a lot of love from my Mexican brothers and sisters, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it because it's really love from the heart. And you know, in that other video I did, it was a couple people like highlighting that, you know, the Black Panther Party wasn't just you know, we was accompanied by our so-called Mexican brothers and sisters, this, that, and the third, and we've been borrowing each other's efforts. So, but let's keep it lit. Let's get into this shit, bro.
Did you know the Black Panther Party wasn't just black? Yep, Mexican Americans, especially in California, stood with them. They helped run free breakfast programs, protest police violence, and organize in their own communities. The Brown Berets were like the Chicano Panthers, fighting for healthcare, education, and an end to police brutality. They weren't just allies. They were family in the revolution. Together, they formed a united front against racism and poverty. One Panther said, "We're not a racist party, we're a revolutionary party." That meant fighting with Chicanos, Asians, poor whites, anyone who wanted justice. So yeah, the Panthers were black-led, but their fight was for everybody. Hit like if you didn't know that.
And that's kind of the sentiment of so-called black people even to this day. If you peep it, even right now, people, they feel the need to give the explanation why, it might not be as much so-called black support as, our Mexican brothers and sisters expect it to be, right? And you can just tell so-called black people ain't racist, because if we was, we would be, in super support of ICE, but in which some would argue that the so-called black people that are protesting and this, that, and the third against ICE, they're protesting against something that's gonna benefit them.
Y'all back there crying, we ain't them type of people. We don't send people back yet. The Mexicans making more money in your neighborhood than you. The Arabs making more money in your neighborhood than you. The Chinese making, the Asians making more money. They could create a new type of people tomorrow, and your ass still to be at the bottom. Yeah, on the outside, government, whites holding us back, blah, blah, blah. On the inside, you niggers is holding yourself back. And I'm sorry, it's 2025 and it's time for somebody to say it. You doing a better job at holding black folks back than the government is. Because at this point, I don't care how you feel about Trump. If you don't see what he doing is helping you, it's because you a lazy Negro. You sitting back waiting on him to give you what's free to you already. Y'all out here literally fight for what's free, and the Somalians done came over here and took it. Goddamn. Y'all ain't even putting the right people in the position so that you can take and scam the government too. But now you sitting back waiting on handouts while everybody else around you are taking their destiny. You crying about link, government assistance. The Somalian took the whole system and made it help them only. You out here screaming, no, why are you doing this? Keep them here. We need them. How you don't see what Trump doing? You fighting for the same motherfuckers who ain't gonna give you a dime. It's you. It ain't nobody else, I'm sorry. It's you. You got the crab in the bucket, ain't got no type of power when it comes to the government or nothing, but they powerful. Them crabs is powerful. You can play blind if you want to. But right now, while you got Trump dismantling shit, you supposed to be gaining from it. Every fucking thing that he's taken has been affecting people who don't look like you.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't for the ones that live with us, that we grew up with. Feel me? Of course not, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, thing she said is 100% right, bro. But shit, y'all niggas let me know what y'all think, bro.
Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho,